From the Detroit Free Press, it's Tuesday, November 24th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
I'm Dave Boucher with the Detroit Free Press. The heretofore obscure and non-controversial Michigan board was thrust into a national spotlight Monday, voting to certify state election results after more than 3 hours of discussion. The vote is the latest in a series of procedural steps formalizing the victory of Joe Biden and other candidates in Michigan. 3 members of the Michigan Board of State Canvassers, 2 Democrats and a Republican, voted to certify the results. Republican board member Norm Schinkel abstained. Republican Aaron Van Langevelde was the deciding vote. He argued the board has the legal duty and obligation to certify election results, echoing comments from legal authorities leading up to the meeting.
This board must respect the authority entrusted to it and follow the law as written. We must not attempt to exercise power we simply don't have.
Schinkel telegraphed before the meeting he would not support certification. His wife filed an affidavit in support of President Donald Trump's legal efforts to undermine election results ahead of the meeting. Schinkel echoed those arguments on Thursday, at times entertaining conspiracy theories from people addressing the board and indicating Detroit election results warranted further scrutiny.
There is no excuse for the confusion and uncertainty that seems to follow every election in our state.
The meeting, held virtually due to COVID-19, at one point drew more than 33,000 people watching the live stream online as the procedural action unfolded in real time. More than 100 elected officials, administrators, and voters spoke before the board. Most implored members to certify results. However, the Michigan Republican Party and John James, a Republican U.S. Senate candidate, had asked the board to delay certification. The Associated Press and others have called the U.S. Senate race in favor of James's opponent, U.S. Senator Gary Peters. Republicans and the James campaign argued a delay would help sort out any issues in Wayne County and Detroit. While many Trump supporters and others have alleged irregularities in the Democratic stronghold, no one has provided evidence of widespread fraud or misconduct. Formal certification by the board opens the door to campaigns asking for a recount. It's unclear whether the Trump or James campaigns will do so. Both trail by significant margins in the state, making any change from a recount unlikely.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Expect to see a lot more dining domes in Detroit this winter. You know, those clear igloo-looking things. To help restaurateurs through the pandemic and keep diners safe, the city of Detroit announced Monday it's extending the outdoor dining program, Open Detroit, throughout the winter and spring from December 1st to April 1st, 2021. The program, which started in June, is aimed at offering safer sit-down dining. Michigan enacted new restrictions earlier this month that would force restaurants and bars to shut down indoor service for 3 weeks as coronavirus cases continue to hit record numbers. Restaurants are seeking to stop the order, saying they would lose revenue and workers will lose jobs, but they haven't been successful. Detroit's program will allow for sidewalks, on-street parking spaces, and private parking lots to temporarily be converted to expand outdoor dining areas and retail space. The city also has designated cafes and retail zones where the city will close selected portions of an entire street. All restaurants seeking to apply for the winter program must do so online, including current summer permit holders. There will be additional precautions and planning that must occur before the winter operations can be launched.
I'm Susan Solaski, Detroit Free Press food writer. A Trenton restaurant owner hit frustration overload at the recent shutdown of indoor dining. At Jeremy Siraki's Tarago restaurant, that frustration led to putting up a 10-foot-high inflatable of the Christmas Grinch on the restaurant's patio. What's drawing criticism is the Gretch the Grinch sign referring to Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer around the blow-up's neck. It's Siraki's way of protesting the shutdown and taking a stand for his restaurants, his employees, and others in the industry. The Grinch went up on Friday, and responses, both good and bad, poured in. But Siraki is quick to point out that this isn't about them and says it's about the restaurants, employees, and taking a stance. Siraki recently criticized the governor for the short notice of the latest restrictions. He says he doesn't want to pack the restaurant, rather the opportunity to survive.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.